My name is Dinah Bahati, but that's a mouthful, so I'm known as Dinah when I'm at White Lodge. And I've been at White Lodge for 8 years and maybe 4 months now. I'm the head of curriculum at White Lodge, so my role encompasses planning the curriculum, doing assessments on the children and the teachers, working alongside the directors and the principals on developing the curriculum even further, and looking at ways to improve on our celebrations, our company events, as well as our curriculum. It's very different in the sense that it looks at the geographical, the historical, and the social aspects of different topics. So, for example, if we were doing a topic on global leaders for our graduating students, they would be learning really important key fundamental historical things that have happened in the past. They'll be encouraged to learn about the life. They'll be encouraged to understand why things have happened in the past and reasons behind those events. Depending on the topics that they do, the children are encouraged to look at ways to problem solve, look at a specific unit of study in different ways. For example, when we were doing a whole unit on the global leaders, and we were talking about the famous environmentalist David Suzuki, the children were encouraged to look at how they can contribute to the environment, the things that they can do to minimize environmental pollution. They're encouraged to look at relationships between people and the environment, and between people and the society. So in a sense, they're really encouraged to look at their roles in their community and in their society. Well, these are specifically targeted at children who are 4 and above, but the way the curriculum is structured is such that it will do a specific unit for the whole school. So the younger children might be thinking about sea creatures, and then in their second year with us, they might be talking about ocean habitats, and in their third year with us, then they'll talk about endangered species of animals. So in a sense, they're really working their way towards a bigger or more dynamic or more comprehensive topic. So they'll never repeat the same topic twice, and they're really working towards a long-term, our long-term goal of preparing them for a bigger topic in their later years. Well, it's very different because the School of the Arts will focus specifically on artistic techniques, the artistic value and perspective of things. So even if they were still teaching or learning about letters of the week or numbers, they're really focusing on specific artistic value of those different those different areas that they're focusing on. So if they were talking about numbers, they're looking at numbers in terms of an artistic perspective. If they were studying numbers, they'll be looking at pictures or portraits done by famous artists and how numbers reoccur in those paintings. So in a sense, they will still be focusing on some of the things we'll cover in our kindergarten, but it's a very different approach and definitely a very different focus altogether. Well, we're definitely hoping to instill and put in a lot more, because we're trying to keep it really current. For example, this year alone, we've decided to restructure our curriculum for term 4, and we've decided we'll do a whole unit on Mandarin, because Mandarin is really becoming such a focal point in our curriculum. And in addition, we really wanted to capitalize on the buzz about the Mid-Autumn Festival, and we wanted to introduce the children to different aspects of the Chinese culture. So in terms of development, you can look forward to a lot more changes. It's very organic in that sense. It's always growing, and we're always trying to see how we can inject more life into it. Yeah. What I love about White Lodge is it's home for me, and it's always in a state of growth and change, and that it's organic.